Coast to coast and right around the Brisbane City Temple, it's time for the Yellow, Red and Blue Faces Night with your host, the Merchant of Mirth, Daryl Summers. The man that inspired Dr. Harry Kevorkian, Blue Simons. The nose that always knows, Wannabe Wilder, and not to forget the human paperweight, Mary Lou Flush. Sit yourself down, folks, as we push the bounds of decency and redefine the term entertainment for the next hour and a half. We've got a mix of acts, the quality of which hasn't ever been seen and hopefully will not be seen again. Settle down in your favourite pew, put away your songbook and get ready for the first and very likely last fun-packed episode of Yellow, Red and Blue Faces.
I'd like to indicate, I'd like to indicate to you that if you look at your, and welcome to everybody, and Mrs. Jones from Woolloomooloo, and Abdullah from Timbuktu, and...
It's not Sunday! Yes, good evening and welcome to the very first episode of Yellow, Red and Blue Faces Night. Sorry about that little interruption before. I think I might actually try that tomorrow morning. These people that do Christian things every day of the week. It is Saturday, not Sunday, thank you, Dr. Ross. Anyway, welcome to the very first show. As I said, we tried it a bit earlier on with a little thing called, Saturday night or something, but it didn't really work. So now we've gone into a new show, and it's an action-packed show. We've got lots of live acts for you tonight. Never seen before, and probably never again either when you see them. But anyway, on to our show, and straight off, as we have taken from the old show, we have our good friend... Hang on a second. Hello?
Is that Daryl?
It is Daryl.
It's Ray Blitz here.
Ray, how are you, mate?
Yes, someone has left the window in the gallery open.
You're kidding me.
Could you please close it immediately?
Warning.
We're air conditioning the whole of Ann Street.
Warning, there is a window open. If somebody knows where the window is open, please close it. Thanks, Ray.
Mr. Summers, is that the fat guy who thinks he's the stage manager?
Dickie, how are you, mate?
Oh, I'm pretty good, really good, yeah.
So
Been a while.
How have you been over the break anyway, Dickie?
Oh, not too bad. I've been having a bit of fun being out and about, and I've found someone, and I'd like to see if you could remember this name.
Hang on, so you found someone, you want me to identify this voice?
Yes.
Okay.
Do you know who this voice is?
Well, Daryl, we used to work together for quite a while. Remember?
Oh.
I'm a funny colour.
It's not, is it? No.
Well, it could be. Who do you think it is?
Ozzy! Is it Ozzy Ostrich?
You bet.
Ozzy! I can't believe that night on the beach you said we'd never... Anyway, how are you, Ozzy?
I'm great, Daryl. It's really good to be back, I've really missed everything.
I've got to say that over the last few years too, I've really missed you too, Ozzy.
Have you?
Yeah.
Give us a big kiss then.
Oh,
that's great, Daryl, but the one on the beach was better.
Yeah, I know. So, well, that was a goodbye kiss. Anyway, so how have you been, really?
Oh, not too bad, I've been running around all over the place, but, it's good to be back and earning a bit of money for a bit.
Oh, well, we'll talk about that later on, shall we? We'll get right into where you've been, and I think just now would be a good time to bring on my assistant. We brought her back from last year too, Miss Mary Lou Flush. Yes. Mary Lou Flush. Yes. Mary. I don't know, Ozzy. Mary's gone walkabout.
Walkabout? What's walkabout?
Mary, come on up. Didn't recognise your name again, eh?
You're looking ravishing as per usual there.
Pardon?
You're looking ravishing as per usual.
Thank you.
So we had the same problem again, didn't recognise your name?
Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers.
Yes, Dickie.
Did you hear about the blonde girl who worked in the M&M's factory?
No, I didn't hear about the blonde girl that worked in the M&M's factory.
She got sacked for throwing all the ones out with the W on them.
So, is that real blonde or just coloured? So, what have you been up to lately?
I bought a car.
You got a car?
Yeah.
Got a licence?
No, it got taken away.
Taken away? That's not too good. Why did it get taken away? Speeding again.
Yeah.
You got to remember that 60 is really 60. It's not 90 upside down. You never worked for M&M, did you?
No.
Ah, that's good. So, I was just thinking, you watch the news, don't you? You're a pretty up-to-date, current affairs sort of girl. Yeah, I thought so. What about those people in Rwanda? I really feel bad about that at the moment. They need...
Daryl,
Yes?
I don't think you should really talk to her about current affairs.
That kind
She's
of...
a blonde.
No. Look, she's a female and she feels about these things too. So what do you think about at Rwanda? You know, they're low on food and, you know, they really need supplies bad. Do you reckon we could help them at all?
Well, I don't know much about the issue, Daryl, but being a woman and all,
Yeah.
I would say that, you know, I really feel for the women over there. They don't have the things like I have, you know, mascara and they don't have afro combs for their hair and...
How do they live without Dolly?
I don't know.
It's a tragedy indeed.
I know.
Well, thanks a lot. Just take a seat and we'll get on with the show for now. Well, firstly, we have our very first act. If they'd like to make their way out, we have Amy Miller and Phil Gibbons. Come on out, fellas. And the band. And they will be singing tonight The Power of Your Love. But before we get into it, let's meet our couple of our people. Phil, up the back here on the guitar. How are you, Phil?
Good, mate. How
Oh,
are you?
not bad. So I hear you. I've been told by a secret source you're a bit of a hairspray sort of man.
Yes, I am, mate.
You like the old hairspray.
Well, I need it, mate.
So you know, how long does it take you to do your hair?
About 2 minutes, mate.
Yeah, about 2 minutes, not half an hour as we've been told.
No.
About half. So
Stretching it.
stretching it well. So that means you'd be also a bit of a thrill seeker. I hear you're into the old parachuting.
Yeah, love that.
And I hear you're getting married. Gee, you are a thrill seeker, aren't you?
That's a scary one.
So who's the lucky female?
That'd be Kylie.
Kylie. Where are you, Kylie? Stand up. Give us a wave. Yes. Oh, well, all the best then. Who we got?
Hey, Daryl, I reckon
Yes,
he's got to be a thrill seeker to marry Kylie.
Oh, you must be indeed. And Amy, how are you?
I'm fine.
That's an interesting accent, isn't it? Would that be German, would it?
No, it's Canadian.
Canadian. Oh, sorry. Silly me.
Oh, Daryl, we're in trouble. She's a Canadian blonde.
Yeah, she's got strings around here, eh? Anyway, we'll let you get on with your act. It's the band, and they're doing Power of Your Love.
I come to you, let my heart be changed, renewed, flowing from the grace that I found in you. And Lord, I've come to know the weaknesses I see. Will be stripped away.
Thanks a lot, Ben. Thanks
Hey,
a lot.
Daryl,
Yeah.
that table's a bit out of whack. Any chance of putting Mary Lou under and, chalking it up a bit?
No, I don't think so. So,
That'll be the phone, Daryl.
that will be the phone. Hello?
Yes, hello.
Hello?
Hello, yes, this is Dr. Chong from Hong Kong here.
From Hong Kong, yes.
Hong Kong. Yes, do you know why they do not have telephones in China?
Yeah, no, why don't they have telephones in China?
Oh, because there's too many wings and too many wrongs and someone might ring the wrong number. Sayonara.
Thank you, Errol.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes.
How do these wackos really get hold of our phone number?
I don't know. I wish I did.
This is really stupid, you know?
Yes, well, on to a subject more at hand. As you would know, our band, the Temple Band, who have many CDs out, they're going on a tour this year. They've just recorded a new CD. It'll be out soon. Yes, they've just recorded a new CD, and I believe they have another one in the wings at the moment. They've got a couple of concerts coming up, one in March, if you'd like to come along too. Very good.
I understand, Daryl, it's on the worst seller list at the moment.
It's on the worst sellers list. No, I don't think so. It's racing up the charts at the moment. And so they have a concert in March. I highly recommend it. Come along. I believe it's with another band from Brisbane. And the one last year was very good, so I'd highly recommend it. And
Daryl?
Yes?
Why are they having a concert?
Because it's their pre-tour concert before they go to Tasmania.
Tasmania.
Yes, Vicky?
Summers,
Yes?
would they be practicing in the firing line to go to Tasmania?
Don't think they'll be playing in the firing line, no. Anyway, talking about Fruit Loops getting our number...
Daryl, I understand Mary Lou has a lot of relatives down in Tasmania as well.
Maybe she does. I don't really think it's any of our business. Anyway, talking about Fruit Loops. Let's get some Fruit Loops up here now to play a game of Celebrity Heads. Who shall we have tonight? John, who's our contestant?
Daryl, our first contestant tonight needs no introduction. You know him from his appearances on Full Frontal and Fast Forward, the winner of the 1996 Logie for Ugliest and Least Intelligible Man on TV. Please welcome Milo Kerrigan.
How you going, Milo? Put it there. Whoa, big fella, settle down. So how you been, Dad?
What was that, Milo?
Don't worry about him. So how have you been, Milo? So is it true you've started back into the bouts again? That, you had a few... So you haven't had too many blows to the head by now, you don't think?
What'd you say?
You haven't had too many blows to the head.
Can't even talk about it, mate. Can't hear it.
Don't worry about it, mate. You just sit there. Okay, our next contestant.
Hey, Daryl, I think we're going to need an interpreter to listen to what he's got to say.
Yeah, no, we'll just look at his hand action.
How about Mary Lou?
Mary Lou as an interpreter?
I reckon she's got the intelligence that could really understand what he's talking about.
No, don't worry about it. Okay, who's our next contestant?
Our second contestant, Daryl, despite rumours to the contrary, our next guest is not going to be deported despite his family spending more time in Brisbane hospitals than most doctors. It's the man they call the skipper, Major Ron Miller.
Major, come on down. Come on. Major Miller, how are you tonight?
Fine, thank you.
Yes, so is it true you spent a lot of time in hospitals lately? Family been giving you a bit of a rough time?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Nothing I can talk about, though.
Nothing, yeah, well, that's fine. So I also understand you've got a new assistant officer.
Indeed.
So you don't have to do any work now, just let her do it all?
Yes, we have a great arrangement, actually.
Yeah, she does the work and you sit back and grade her.
That's right, and I take the credit, she takes the blame.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Works for me. Okay, and who's our third contestant?
Our third and last, but by no means least, contestant Daryl is someone who needs no introduction, but if he did, he'd probably play it himself. He's the man whose hit song Love Me, Love My Trumpet a few years ago made him $1 million. Please welcome Justin Lingard.
Oh! Come on now, Justin. Something like that.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers?
Yes.
Mr. Summers, Mr. Summers?
Yes.
Is that the stage manager upstairs checking the windows?
No, that's not the stage manager checking the windows upstairs. Oh, it is. How you going, Ray? Justin, how are you?
Quite bamboozled, to tell you the truth.
Quite mic up to the mouth, works good.
It's got no clip.
So, we're back at uni yet, are we?
Yeah, start tomorrow.
Start tomorrow?
Yeah, lectures start... No, don't start tomorrow, start Monday, sorry.
Yeah, he's from the con, don't worry about it. Okay, now, you all know how we play this game, don't you? Basically, well, what happens is, we're going to put a name above your head, and then you can ask a question, but it has to be a yes or a no answer to it. So basically, you could say,
Daryl?
Yes.
Make sure Milo knows what yes and no means.
Milo, look, watch my face. Yes, no. Okay? Rightio.
I think we're in trouble.
Sorry?
I think we're in trouble.
I think we are too. So you can ask any question, for example, am I a male? And you say... No, that's not right. I don't think so anyway. Yeah, see, they're doing that too. Okay, so now you have to be very quiet and not let on as to what their names are. And when they ask the question, you can all respond with a yes or a no. Okay, let's see the names. First we've got Milo. Milo first. And Major Miller. And Justin.
It sounds encouraging, doesn't it?
Yeah, okay, shall we start with the questions? We'll start at the other end. Justin, please.
Okay, am I a realistic figure or am I a figment...
No, yes or no. So that's you know the...
Okay, am I a figment of someone's imagination?
Yes, okay, you get another question.
This is going to hurt, Daryl.
Am I in the entertainment industry?
No.
Well, no, I think I'd say yes for that, yes.
Am I in the movies?
No. Major Miller.
Am I alive?
I think so, yes.
Am I over 50 years old?
I don't know. No, we'll say no. Sorry.
Am I over 40 years
old? No, you only get one question. If you get a no, next person. Oh. Milo, bring it on in.
Am I male?
Yes!
Am I female?
Dustin, back to you. Don't worry about it, Milo.
Am I in a comic strip?
No. Major.
Am I male?
No.
Am I female?
No.
What you doing?
Come on.
Am I male?
Yes.
Am I a animal?
See, the problem is he's ahead on points.
So, Milo, what was that? I didn't...
Animal?
Yeah, no, you're not an animal.
Are you sure about that, Daryl?
I'm pretty sure he's not. Oh, no, your character isn't an animal, mate. Don't worry about it.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Milo.
No, not him either. Justin.
Am I connected in any way with the Salvation Army?
Yes.
Have I got anything to do with the war cry?
Well, you make some people cry anyway.
I'd say that's a no. Major Miller.
Am I Australian? I hear some say yes and some say no.
No, definitely no.
No.
You wanna be.
Am I a boxer?
No. Justin.
I haven't got a clue.
No. Major.
Am I Canadian?
Yeah.
That's a good guess.
Am I very, very pretty?
Audience, will you answer that one, please? Yes, yes.
Am I my mother? No. Am I Donna Miller?
You are indeed.
Hey, Daryl.
Well, let's just go through the other contestants so they know who
Daryl.
they were.
Daryl.
Milo, you were. I don't even know who he is.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes.
We might be able to give a consolation prize to Milo if he can at least pronounce the surname.
Milo, if you can pronounce the name, you can have a consolation prize.
And that's a date with Mary Lou.
Pretty close.
I reckon that's close enough. Give her Mary Lou.
Very close. Hey, so hang on. John, do we have any prizes for that? John, do we have any prizes for?
No prizes, Daryl, I'm afraid.
No prizes? Oh, it's our first show. Sorry about that.
Cheap show, isn't it?
Yeah. It's a low budget.
Thank you for playing. Thanks, Milo.
Milk, do you know what you're getting?
Welcome back. Now, our very next act is from a place just not far from here called Munya. Yes, come on fellas, where are you? Where are you? No, really, it's your turn, really. From Munya. What? Oh, okay. Maybe we've had a bit of a late scratching.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes,
I don't
Ozzy.
think you're reading your script properly, you fool.
No, it definitely does say, but late scratching, I'll just scratch that off. So, Ozzy, while we're here, mate, stand up straight.
Okay.
So, what have you been up to? We haven't seen you in such a long time.
Well, I've been having a few problems.
Problems? Tell me about it, mate.
Psychological problems?
Psychological problems? Really?
Yeah, I've been running around seeing a psychiatrist.
You've been in therapy?
Yep.
What? I know this is a bit of a personal question, but what for?
I feel as though I've got another person inside of me.
What? So you're like being controlled. You don't have control of your destiny.
Yeah, you see, sometimes all of a sudden I just turn all over the place and I just can't keep control of it, and it's really painful.
But that is the you. Like, this is Aussie we're talking about, isn't it?
Well, I don't know, because the psychiatrist told me that there's something funny going on. Oh, no, don't do that, Daryl! No, not this other person, no!
Sorry, mate, no. He's safe, he won't get out, don't worry about
good.
it. So anyway, what did the psychiatrist say to do about this problem?
Well, can you just help me get back on the table a second?
Sorry, mate.
Thank you.
Your legs look a bit out, mate, don't you?
No, don't stretch too far. Well, the psychiatrist told me I should go on this big, long holiday. So that's why I left.
Really? So where did you go?
Oh, I went overseas for a while and went around partying and, you know, got a few womanising type techniques going.
Really? So you've got the little female ostriches on your tail now, eh?
Well, no, actually I'm chasing a few ladies, but, you know, they think I'm a bit weird seeing I'm a pink ostrich.
Well, don't worry
it's
about
very hard in those nightclubs dancing around, you know.
When you've got no legs that work.
Well, that's very true, you know, and I'm sitting on the floor type thing. And, you know, but it's a good talking point with the ladies.
Yeah?
But really, you know, I've come to think that, you know, there's nothing like home, and that's why I decided to come home.
Oh, it's good to have you back.
But since I've been back, you know, with these womanising techniques I've seen, you know, there's a new young lady that's here at the temple.
Really? You've got your eye on her, have you?
Yeah, she's got one little white pip sitting on her shoulder.
One little white pip on the... Oh, you're talking the lovely assistant officer, Melinda.
Yeah, I reckon she's a bit of a cutie.
Bit of a cutie? Oh,
yeah, I want to chase her. What do you reckon? Oh.
Please excuse us for a moment.
All right.
Hello.
Yeah, is that Daryl, is it?
It is.
Yeah, Daryl, it's General Raider here.
How are you, General?
Not too bad. Not too bad. Yourself, Daryl?
Oh, I'm getting there. Thanks.
I understand there's a band festival going on there this evening.
Well, there is a festival of sorts happening.
No silly carry-on, I hope.
No, definitely not silly.
No animals in the temple, I hope. No ostriches running around, that sort of thing.
No, we've got Milo, but you know he's fairly clean. Don't worry about him.
Yeah. Before I go, Daryl, just want to wonder if you'd take a message for me.
Yeah, sure, definitely.
Yeah. Okay. I got something came across my desk just the other day. It was an application, apparently from the Brisbane City Temple, for a variation on some standing regulations.
Yeah.
Yeah. You getting this?
Some applications came across your desk.
Yeah, that's right. Apparently there's some eligible young bachelors at Brisbane City Temple, and apparently they're expressing an interest in going out with a new lieutenant. I haven't got a problem with that.
You don't?
No.
Oh, so you signed it and you'll pass it on?
Yeah, absolutely no problem.
Oh, thank you very much. I'll pass it on to the concerned applicants. Thank you.
Hey, Daryl, I'm in with a chance.
You're in with it? Yep, you put an app in, mate. You're all right. So
Mr. Summers?
Yes?
Who was that?
That was General Raider.
Is it any relation to the fellas off Raiders of the Lost Ark?
No, he isn't. And no, he isn't any relation to the guy from MASH either.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, let's get on with our next act. Our next act, once again, we have Amy Miller and Julie. Come on out. Amy and Julie are going to sing a song for us now, wherever they are. I seem to get left
out.
Here we go. Yes, Ozzy.
Julie Brown.
Julie Brown, yeah, sorry.
Yeah, not Amy Miller and Julie.
Sorry.
Amy Miller and Julie Brown.
Amy and Julie. You can have it.
Hey, you want to borrow mine?
And they're going to sing Somewhere Out There for us.
Somewhere out there beneath the pale moonlight, someone's thinking of me and loving me tonight. that big somewhere out there. And even though I know how very far apart we are, it helps to think we might be wishing on the same bright star. And when the night wind starts to sing a lonesome lullaby, it helps to think we're sleeping underneath the same big sky. Somewhere out there, if love can see us through, then we'll be together somewhere out there, out where dreams come true. And even though I know how very far apart we are, it helps to think we might be wishing on the same bright star. And when the night wind starts to sing a lonesome lullaby, it helps to think we're sleeping underneath the same big sky. Somewhere out there, if love can see us through, then we'll be together somewhere out there, out where dreams come true.
Thanks a lot, Amy. And now we have the same group, the band that was on earlier. They're going to do another song for us. Where's Rachel? Here she comes up there. Give her a clap. Come on there. And they're going to sing for us In the Still of the Night.
Shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo, shoo-doo, shoo-be-doo. In the still of the night, I held you tight. Oh, I love you so. Promise I never will let you go. In the still of the night, in the still of the night, I remember that night in May when the stars were bright up above. I hope and I pray to keep your precious love. So before the light hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night, in the still of the night. Shoo up, 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 shoo up. So before the light hold me again with all of your might in the still of the night, in the still of the night. Keep on going.
Thank you. Thank you very much, and we'll be back after a word from our sponsor. As you know, we've been selling the 887 Night Live gospel story from the Brisbane City Band. What would you normally pay for this? $29? $25? Not tonight. Tonight you just pay $21. A low price of $21, $9.95. $21.95. But that's not all you get. Because there's more. For the complete Salvation Army enthusiast, order now. For $21.95 you get the 4JC, band cap, and the tie. But still, that's not all. Join the Salvation Army and give a tie. It just comes in low installments of $50 a week. $21, $9.95, and 50 low installments of $50 a week. But there's more. There's the bonnet. There's the cap. There's the Salvation Army belt with buckle. All at $21, $9.95. But there's still more. The shoes. The Timberline case. Complete with nice carrying strap. And the high heel shoe. Great for evening wear, day wear, and daycare. But wait, there's still more. What collection wouldn't be complete without the epaulets? You don't get one, you get two. One for each shoulder. For $21, $9.95. But wait, there is still more. Not one, not two, but four. 4 Brisbane City Temple coasters for when you invite your friends over. But there is still more. The Salvation Army songbook with marker. And if you order now, in the next 30 seconds, you will get the almost tan, nearly black mids. One size fits all. But what we complete this for $9, $21, $9.95, plus those 50 small installments of $50 a week, the name badge. So let's iterate one more time. You get the name badge, you get the cap, you get the bonnet, you get the songbook, you get 50 low installments for $50, you get the band CD, not to mention 24 tracks. You get for $21.95. $21.95 the cases, the epaulets, the pie, the bag, I'll throw in the bag. Don't forget the play out $2 each week. And it's $39, $21.95. But wait, there's still more.
Get that, Matthew, get that. Go grab it off him.
Well, I guess he died again. Yeah, we don't want any more. Okay, now we're up to the time where everybody loves. We've got our friend back from last year, the man who knows everything about music, Mr. Wally Doldrum. So how have you been, Wally?
Yeah, it's been good, mate. Been good.
Mr. Doldrum, Mr. Molly. Molly.
Oh, you haven't got that thing back again?
Yeah, he's back.
Molly, have you been reading your Bible?
Yeah, on the road. Been on the road for a bit, Dickie, so good. I'm still reading every day.
I think you might have missed a chapter or two. You haven't read Leviticus 18, have you? Verses 22 and 23?
Leviticus 18, 22. Oh, that's not that one about the gangbang. No, come on, have a go. Anyway, tonight, before I start, we've got a hot act, live act here in the temple. It's a big act. I've got him all the way from, I don't know where he's been actually. I don't think his wife knows either. But anyway, we've got up to you tonight to start off proceedings for Wally Drama. We've got Mr. Simon Chadwick Fagents, and he's going to play us a solo, He Lives. Round of applause for Simon, please. It's all yours, Simon.
Molly, I don't reckon he's that good looking.
Come in here, Simon. I'm sure we're all dying to have a word with you, mate. Come and sit down. We've, yeah.
Hey, Wally.
Yeah, hey, John.
You said that act was going to be pretty hot. Does it get any hotter than that for the rest of your segment?
Well, I don't know if that's a warm-up or not, mate, but better proceed anyway, okay?
No, I just thought I'd like to answer that. I'm not warm-up for the record.
Oh, okay. And you've been gallivanting all around the country these days, Simon. How was your Christmas tour of Beirut? How did that go?
Christmas tour of Beirut was quite exciting, actually.
Was it?
Yes.
And
Oh,
did,
yes.
did it last more
Quite
than a
explosive.
day? It was explosive.
Oh, yes.
Is that where you got those shoes, Simon?
Actually, just a comment. The bandmasters asked me tonight to demonstrate the Temple Band's new touring outfit. So, what do you think?
It's pretty good, I reckon. It's pretty good. It's pretty fantastic. Got a few of the girls knew you were coming on the show, this program this morning and tonight, and they all want to know just how do you keep your hair like that, mate? It just doesn't move out of place.
I could tell you, but I'd have to kill you.
Oh, is that right? But is it true that you cut it yourself, or was that? And then you got someone else to cut it, or was that true?
Occasionally.
Occasionally. No, it shows. Oh no, it's not bad at all. So, and is that true? I heard a story that you've got some Velcro surgically attached to your nose these days to keep your glasses up. Is that the truth?
No, but that's a good idea.
Oh, it's not bad. It's something you could do on the road anyway. But we've got a list of questions here. But one which I had was being a sensitive new age guy like yourself, and you proclaim to be on all of your albums. Have you got an album? No, you haven't. But anyway, I'm sure you will be. And with you and your wife bringing up your wife's son, I mean your son. You'll know it's your son as well. Is it true that you've only ever changed one nappy, or not?
I decline to answer that on the grounds that it may incriminate me.
Oh, okay. No, I just thought it might be a chance to clear your name as well, but not a problem. We can go on. But finally, mate, last question. We've heard through the tabloids that you cannot triple tongue, and Carol's informed me tonight that you can. We just want to get the record straight. Is it true or not?
I can.
You can. That's great. Well, that's it, folks. You've heard it here live. He's off again tonight, so I'd like to give you a round of applause for Simon's favourites. Thanks very much. Oh, that's great. Well, moving right on. It's good to be here for the first show, but I've been around the place and I've done a bit of touring around the place as well. I've got a few list of big albums that are coming out, or have come out, or they've never come out and never should have come out. But I've got a few new albums here which I've got brought home for you just to read through. If you want to see me afterwards, look, I can try and wake up a few, but most of them aren't due to be released. But I've got a few of the latest from the Brisbane Temple Band. They're going to be a big hit, and it's going to go to number 1. I know that for a fact. So if you want to get in early, we've got the Temple Songsters as well. So that's another one you're going to look out for. And a good friend, Cleone Smith, that plays the organ each morning and night and whenever. She's got this great album out called The Fabulous Organ. So that's her without a uniform. But no, this is going to go great. It's going to go like a bullet. So just watch out for that one. We've got a classic as a new Rodgers and Hammerstein production coming out called The Sound of Music. I haven't heard of it before, but apparently it's big. So just keep your eye out for that one. One for all the boys. Not like me, of course. Rick Astley is great.
Is he one of your personal favourites, Mr. Summers?
Yeah, I know him well.
Well,
Sorry,
could you just stand up a moment, mate?
Yeah, mate.
You just turn around for a second. You just explain those rips in the back of your jeans there.
Geez, they weren't there before Simon started. But I don't know how they got there. I reckon he's got quick hands anyway. Well, anyway, here's another good album come out. I've tasted this in a drink now again, but it's called Bucks Fizz. This is one to look out for. So it's a new group from England, straight out of the institution, but they're going to be good. Look, some nice pretty pictures for you too, okay? So I don't know which ones are the boys or the girls, but I've been told there's 2 boys and 2 girls. That's a good one to look out for. Neil Opal, he's got a good one. Neil Diamond, apparently he's pretty well known. Something you can look out for. And this is one from Simon put out, I think, Simon and Garfunkel. It's not a bad one. It's just before he took up the trombone, but no, it's not going to be too bad. And last of all, this is the band that named themselves after me, but it's a really good album. It's called Wham. They're great. So this has got a good album coming out as well, Make It Big. So just to finish off with tonight, I've got a few top fives for you. I couldn't get any top fives around the country when I was touring, but I've got a few. I've been around the traps of the temple the last couple of weeks, into a few practices. The Timbrels, the band and the songsters don't know this, but I've snuck in the back aisle here and there and listened to a few of their charts and taken a few tapings, and I've got a popular response to their top 5 albums, or top 5, sorry, pieces that they're playing at the moment. They've got a good one, and I'm going to get some help from John. I think he's got it. We haven't got it in the oven. We've got a list of it. But the band's top 5. At number 5, we've got...
Another one, Bites the Dust. Well,
Bites the Dust. It's a Queen hit, but coming out quite nicely.
Number 4, Damien Lingard and Justin Lingard, a trombone and flugel duet, I Was Made for Loving You, Baby.
Yeah, it's coming on great. No need to laugh, really. It's great. It's really coming on well. The only problem is Damien says you're going to get about 2 to 5 minutes playing time because it takes Justin about 55 minutes to warm up. So if they can get over that hurdle, it's going to go number 1. So just watch out for that, okay?
Number 3, from the movie Everita, Don't Cry For Me, Mark and Franna.
Yeah, it's going well. Going well. I think Mark Everetta, I think he wrote this piece. He's a bandmaster and he's coming along quite nicely.
Number 2, the trombone quartet, Bad to the Bone.
And that's coming along really well too. George Thorough, good hit, but no, all the 4 boys are doing well. And number 1...
It's Band on the Run, well.
Is?
Band on the Run.
Band on the Run, doing it well, for obvious reasons, but that's coming along well too. It's going to go well for their trip to Tassie. The songsters are good. They're doing it not too bad. They've been pretty quiet lately, but they've come up with some good songs. And at number 5, they've got a great song.
Sexy Is the Word.
Oh, and they're doing that well. They've got a bit of a routine to that, and it's coming along quite nicely.
Number 4, I'm Bad.
Yep, it's quite aptly named for the songsters, really. No, not for it. It's coming along well like that one too, and a bit of help from, I think we'll get Michael Jackson over for a practice or 2, so they're going to help him out as well.
Number 3, Kickstart My Heart.
Yeah, it's a Motley Crue number, but yeah, the songsters seem to have fitted in well with the upbeat thing, and it's really a hit with the kids, I tell you. This is going to go well too.
Number 2, Wearing Chains. You got something to do with that, haven't you, Molly?
Yeah, well, it's another routine. They got to that too. It's a Tina Arena song. I mean, they've changed it a bit, and looks pretty good, so look out for that one too. And number 1...
The Macarena.
The Macarena, and they're doing that pretty well too. They've got some outfits for that, which should be seen. And finally, the top 5 for the Timbrels, they've got some, they're going on very well at the moment actually, and I think they've got a tour of a world tour coming up. So I might have made that up too, but I don't know. But they're top 5. Their number 5 song.
Shake a Tail Feather.
And yeah, no, he's not looking too bad, and something to keep an eye on. Number 4.
Unskinny Bop.
Unskinny Bop. Sounds all right. It's just what you get, but it's not too bad. Number 3, there's a great Jimmy Barnes tip they got for the number 3 song.
Cheap Wine and a 3-Day Growth.
And that's WHINE, but it's not a bad wine at all. So look out for that one.
Number 2, we got Boom Boom Boom.
Yeah, that's looking good, I tell you. So that's another one to watch out.
What are the rest of the lyrics for that one?
Sorry?
What are the rest of the lyrics for that one?
I don't know. I think that's why they play the Timbrels, because they don't know the words. But no, it's coming along. They can shake it around a bit, and it's looking really good. And finally, for the, I've got to make a departure, get out of here quickly, but the number 1 song that the Timbrels are playing at the moment...
Fat Bottom Girls.
By Queen, but I've got to go.
Thank you, Molly. Anyway, on with the show. Thanks, Molly. Now we have the segment we all love. Now, you may not have entered this contest as such, I know, because it is our first show, but the contest that we're starting now is, we had the pluck a duck thing, the duck didn't work, the duck went mad, we shot it, I'm sorry. Now we have Throw a Crow. Come on out. Crow. Come on in, Colonel Crow. How are you, mate? Colonel, actually, the good Crow, in a bad accident, lost his ability to talk, so he uses his mime and his arms to get across. So, how long have you been playing the trombone for, Mr. Crow? Yeah, sounds like it. Excellent. And so what have you been up to, Colonel? Colonel, face front. Face the front. Everyone likes to see you, mate. So what have you been up to? Oh, cleaning rugs. Excellent. And anything else?
Hey, Daryl.
Yeah, yes.
Perhaps you should get Milo out to talk for him.
No, I think he can. Oh, hang on a second.
No. Hello.
You
don't want to do that?
Colonel, we got a game to play, mate. So, what else have you been up to? You've been shooting what? Shooting hang gliders. Oh, bird's revenge. Oh, I get it. That sounds like a good sport. So, what else? Anything else? Okay. This is a bit weird. Oh, a baby. Isn't that cute? He's a lot. Anyway, so this is your son, is it? Isn't he cute? It kind of looks like you, I suppose. Actually, he doesn't look anything like you. But I'm sure it's just because he's young and he just hasn't developed your traits yet, really. I'm sure. No, really. I'm sure. If you squint, it looks like you. Really. I'm sure. No, don't worry. Hang on. Colonel, the tests are back. It is your son, really. It takes after your wife. Anyway, so we're going to play Throw a Crow. They watched me. We're going to play Throw a Crow. Okay, so the idea of this game is good old Colonel is going to teach his son how to fly. Throw him out, hope he takes wings. If he doesn't, please somebody catch him. And the person who catches him is going to come up and play for us. Okay, we're going to ask him a few simple questions, and if they win, they'll get a prize. Okay, so Colonel, you've taught him how to fly. He'll be right. Someone will catch him. Don't worry. It's all for the show. Okay, let him fly. Please catch him. Colonel, go rescue your son and try again. Oh no, we've got a contestant. Yes. Colonel. Don't worry about him, he's a bit sorry. Is there a doctor in the house, please? Oh, he's all right. How are you? And your name is? Stephen. How are you? Pretty good. Now, we've got a few, you just want to come up to the front of the stage here? Colonel, you be good now. Okay, we've got a few questions for you. And if you get the questions right, there could be a prize. I can't guarantee it. We're a pretty low budget show. But the questions are really, really easy, given to me by good old Colonel Crow himself. And, he's a bit slow himself, so they're nice, easy questions. Question 1. What does our good Corps officer weigh?
80 kilos.
80? Sorry. Anyway, next one. Sorry? No, I don't want to ask. Okay, question number 2. If you were the bandmaster and you were at a park and we were opening in prayer, what would you do? A, focus on God and the many blessings. B, on what you had for lunch. Or C, ask the band to turn to the first number while the prayer is in progress.
God and the many blessings.
God and the many blessings. Sorry. Close, but not quite right again. In The Witness, we're doing a music clear at the moment called The Witness. And in this thing, is it because, okay, it's called The Witness. Is it called The Witness because that is what you have to do, go out and witness and be disciples, or that is what you would be called to be at the hearing into the maiming and disabling of the Songster Brigade caused by Julie's choreography? Number two? Oh, well, you've got one right. Excellent. Okay, now if a brass band went on a trip to Tasmania and only the trombone, settle down, only the trombone section came back from the trip. The rest of the band disappeared. Now, would that signify A, and you can tell the Crow wrote this, a blessing, B, one of God's richest blessings, or C, proof of a saviour to the temple?
Just a blessing.
Just a blessing. Yeah. Crow? You've got it wrong, sorry. And last but not least, the final question. If a contestant in a game, such as yourself actually, contestants such as yourself, thought that they were about to receive a cream pie in the face, what would they do? A, completely miss the joke. B, be gullible enough to keep listening for the possibilities. Or C, run as fast as they could back to their seats.
They'd get the joke.
They'd get the joke. Is that right? He called your bluff, didn't he? Well done. Well, sorry, you only got 2 right, but you know, better luck next time. Okay, now. Thank you, Colonel. Anyway, now we're on to the most important section of our show tonight. The true red faces. Now, you've seen us before. This is the bit where we have acts that are really...
Hey, Daryl.
Yes?
Since I've been away, have you still got Red? Because he really
Red,
scores well.
Red kind of left.
What happened?
Well, it was a bit of a touchy subject, but anyway. But I'll go into that in a minute. This is the section of our show where we have the really, really good type-like acts, you know. The stuff that we audition them, they're really good, and they are all deadly serious. Please do not laugh, okay?
Is that like Acts of the Apostles?
No. These are the
okay.
red faces. Okay, here we go.
Okay.
John, do you want to introduce our judges for red faces tonight?
Certainly, Daryl. Our first guest judge tonight comes to us direct from a sellout season at the Salvation Army Training College and is now playing for an indefinite season at the Brisbane City Temple in her one-woman show, An Officer and a Gentleman. That's what I want. It's Melinda Proud.
Come on now, Melinda.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes, Ozzy.
Hey, Daryl. Is that her?
That's her.
Oh. I'm nervous.
I'll get you.
Don't worry, you just sit there. Okay, and our second guest.
I don't know why, Daryl, but we've brought him back. Once again, he's not any better looking than he was before. It's Milo Kerrigan.
Milo! Take a seat, Milo. Go on. That's right, mate. Yes, and our third
Daryl,
judge.
can he write?
Can he write? Yes, he can. It's just the motor function.
Can he count past 1?
Yes, don't worry. Okay, and our final judge.
Well, we brought him back, Daryl. I won't bother introducing him. It's Blue Simons.
Blue! Come on down, Blue. Good to see your attitude's changed, mate. It's Daryl. Okay, now to our judges. Milo, you're back again. It's good to see you.
Could you say that again?
Milo, very simple. 3, okay. Just write some numbers on there, you'll be fine, okay? You know what you're doing? Righty end down, okay? Okay.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes?
Did Blue go to the same hairdresser as Simon Fagens?
I don't know. Who was your hairdresser?
A doctor, actually.
A doctor?
Doctor of hairdressing, Dr. Ross.
Dr. Ross. Good to see your attitude. You know, are you going to be a little more lenient on the acts this time?
Possibly not. That's what this is for.
Oh, he's got the gong and all. Hang on, let's just bring this out here a little bit. The gong. Well, it's good to have you back anyway, Blue. And Melinda, how are you tonight?
Quite well, thank you.
Quite well. You've got a fairly easy tonight, haven't you, really?
It depends what you're going to say next.
It does, doesn't it, really? And it's good to have that power, really, isn't it? So is it true that you were named after your father? So, because I don't know, I was talking to members of the family and that. Apparently, when you were born, you looked like your father. Is that true?
Yeah, I was pretty ugly, actually.
That's lovely. So that's why it's Melinda.
I'm glad it improved, Daryl.
Oh, you're a lovely little thing, aren't you? Okay, let's get on with our acts. So easy things. Just watch the acts, score, number, Be nice, be kind, especially Blue. Okay. At least let them get 3/4 of the way through before you gong them, right? Okay, our first act tonight is from Moonya. It's called Spirit Alive. Come on now. So you guys all from the same football team or something? Well done. I see that you've all dressed up for the occasion too.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes.
I just think you should tell the fellas that I think Wally's lurking at the back somewhere.
Yes, that's right. Just take the front way. So you're dressed up. Good to see you're in your Sunday best. Well done. Okay, let's get a score on this. Go to our judges. We'll start at the other end, Milo.
We're talking about visiting the prison.
Eight. That's an 8. Yes, Lieutenant.
Well, I couldn't give you a 7 because that's a perfect number, and I couldn't give you an 8 because then you'd think you were above perfection, and I couldn't give you a 6 because everyone knows that that's not a good number, so I had to give you a 5. Thank you. And no, let me explain myself. We are actually singing that tomorrow night in the meeting.
Guess what you guys are doing?
Mrs. Proud, Mrs.
I
Proud.
just don't know how I'm going to cope. I'm going to imagine everyone in their boxes when we sing it. So I'm
Lieutenant
sorry.
Proud, Lieutenant Proud.
Yes.
I think you only deserve a 5 as well.
Hey, leave her alone, Dickie. I reckon she's at 10.
Okay,
She's
fellas,
nowhere near
really.
a 10, so you just shut your mouth.
It's okay, settle down. Okay, and Blue.
Well, if it wasn't for the fact that all these guys are ex-musicians, I would have given them a much higher score.
2. That's a score of 15. Thanks a lot, fellas. And John, before we go any further, John, why don't you tell us about the prizes in tonight's contest?
Absolutely, Daryl. On tonight's Red Faces, one lucky contestant or contestants could win a no expenses paid trip to Tasmania, care of our friends at the Brisbane City Temple Band. You'll spend 10 fun-filled days cruising balmy Tasmania, stopping only for toilet breaks and the occasional band concert.
Well, sounds like fun. Okay, let's go to an ad.
Here at MBF, we've always helped look after families. Of course, we've always realised that there are also singles. But as times have changed, we've also come to realise that as well as couples with children, there are also families that become couples without children. Sometimes there are also couples that become singles. And of course, there are craft singles. There are singles with children, but we can still appreciate that there are those who might prefer mixed doubles or even ski double-ups. There are single men and single women. And, except in Queensland, men who want to become women. Of course, at MBF, we never forget elderly couples. And even those that might want to become Fred couples. So remember, whatever your situation, MBF's got you covered.
scratch one drummer. Okay, our next act for tonight. You know them well. They're here every Sunday and every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. I don't even think they come Saturdays too. They'll be preaching tomorrow morning. It's the good Major and Mrs. Miller.
No. Yes, bandmaster, I need a new songster. Well, yeah, well, I want my way, okay? That's all there is to it. Yep.
We've got to come to some agreement
Yeah,
here. How are we going to work this out?
Well, let's just discuss it for a few minutes.
Let's see now. We have who's on cornet, what's on horn, I don't know, who's on trombone.
Now, wait a minute. You're the bandmaster, aren't you?
Yes, songster leader. I indeed am the bandmaster.
And you're supposed to know everybody's name?
Of course.
Okay, then. The name of the person on cornet.
Who?
The person on cornet.
Who?
The person on cornet.
Who is on cornet?
I'm asking you who's on cornet.
That's the person's name. That's the person's name.
That's whose name?
Yes.
Look, all I want to know is, what's the name of the person on cornet?
No. What's on horn?
Who's on? Who's on horn?
Who's on cornet?
I don't know.
He's on trombone.
Trombone? Look, how did we get to trombone?
Well, you mentioned the person's name.
Whose name?
No, who is on cornet?
I don't know.
He's on trombone.
Hey, look, if I mentioned the person's name, who did I say was on trombone?
Who is on cornet?
I'm not asking you who's on cornet.
Who is on cornet?
I want to know the name of the person on trombone.
No. What's on horn?
Who's on horn?
Who's on cornet?
I don't know.
Trombone.
All right, just forget it. Let's move on. Do you have anyone on euphonium?
Of course we have someone on euphonium.
All right, the euphonium player's name.
Why?
Well, I just thought I'd ask.
Well, I just thought I'd tell you.
Well, then go ahead and tell me. What's the name of the person on euphonium?
What's on horn?
Who's on horn?
Who's on cornet?
I don't know.
Trombone.
Let's try again. The name of the person on euphonium.
Why?
Because.
Oh, that's the person name on bass.
Oh, look, let's change the subject for a minute. Do you pay your bandsmen anything?
Well, as a matter of fact, yeah, we do. We give them a little something for their uniforms.
All right, okay, let's take this scenario. It's payday, and all the bandsmen are lined up to get paid.
Yes.
The bandmaster, of course, is standing at the front of the
Yes.
line. Now, who gets the money?
That's right.
So, who gets the money?
Yes, of course. Why not? He deserves it. He's entitled to it.
Who is?
Certainly. Why, sometimes even his wife takes it.
Whose wife?
Yes.
Look, all I'm trying to find out is the name of the person on cornet.
What's on horn?
Who's on horn?
Who's on cornet?
I don't know.
Trombone!
Okay, I'll try again. Is anyone retiring?
Of course, someone's retiring, someone's always retiring.
His name?
Tomorrow.
What time?
What time what?
What time tomorrow are you going to tell me who's retiring?
How many times do I have to tell you? Who is on cornet?
Look, you tell me one more time who's on cornet. I'm going to hide your sermon. I want to know, what is the name of the retiring band member?
What's on horn?
Who's on horn?
Who's on cornet?
I don't know.
Trombone!
All right. The baritone player's name.
Today.
Today, tomorrow. What kind of band is this anyway? Okay, let me try and get the picture. Tomorrow's retiring. Today could take his place. You have to decide whether who, what, or why takes his place. I don't know is happy where he is, and because hasn't been in the band very long. So when you decide whether it's who, what, or why takes tomorrow's place, you still need one more player, and I still need one more songster.
Now that's the first right thing you said all day.
Well, I don't even know what I'm talking about. So, if I do all this, who takes tomorrow's place?
Naturally.
Who gets it?
Oh, today moves up and naturally takes his place.
Well, first of all, we should consider who. He's more qualified.
Naturally.
Right.
I just said that. You say it.
First of all, we should consider who.
Naturally.
Right.
You know, you really confused me.
That's not hard.
I'm at the point where I don't care.
What?
I said I don't care.
You can't have her? I want her in the songsters.
Don't go. Please. Have to be out here for the judging. Abbott and Costello, yes. Which one's Abbott and which is Costello?
I'm Abbott.
Abbott? How are you?
I'm Abbott.
So
Am I female?
Or male. Okay, judges, what did we think? Let's start with Milo.
I'm
7.5.
Who do you think you are?
Now, considering that these are kind of technically your bosses, yes? No pressure at all, though.
Well, some may think that this is a cruel job, but in fact, it is just to simply say that I understand everything you are going through, Mrs. Miller.
17.5 so far. Okay, Blue.
Well, Daryl, a lot of sermons are recycled, but I'm glad this one was new.
Score of 21.5. Thank you very much. Okay, our next act has come from the east and she's come from the west. It's Catherine Gretsch. Come on out.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, step aside, you old ornery tender feet, 'cause I'm about to sing my song. I'm an old cowhand from the Rio Grande, but my legs ain't bold and my cheeks ain't tan. Well, I'm a cowboy who never saw a cow, never roped a steer, 'cause I don't know how, and I sure ain't fixing to starting now. Yippee-ow-ki, hey, yippee-ow-ki. I'm an old cowhand.
Thank you, Catherine. Come on out. Oh, you are tall after all. But you just had a really big head.
Daryl,
Okay,
Darryl.
that's interesting. Yes, sorry.
get her to put the bag back on if you could.
It's plastic, we can't, health reasons. So where'd you get that idea from?
Hey, it's Saturday.
Oh, no, we've seen that before, of course. Okay, Milo.
He should relate to this, shouldn't he?
He should, yeah. 7.
7.
Well done. Okay, left.
I had to fight back my envy and give you a good mark because I wish I had a bottom like that.
Even if it was low. 8. Okay, and.
I really don't know what to say. I am the mean, so I decided to give the average.
7.5. Oh, very good. Well done, 22.5. Okay, our next act. Oh, the kit has miraculously come back. Our next act is going to be Ian Miller, and he's going to be doing an act for us tonight. I believe it is a drum and didgeridoo duet by one person. So, here we go.
Does our insurance cover this, Daryl?
I'm sure it does.
I'll hold it in.
Hey, Daryl.
Yes, Ozzy.
Daryl.
Yes, Ozzy.
I reckon the bandmaster should get him to join the bass section for Corpus Christi.
Yeah. Oh, well, we got that whale solo in the middle of the whole piece, so it'll be fine. So where'd you get up with the idea of that? That's a pretty interesting duet.
I've got one here, look, it's broken.
You got off TV? And is it true that you actually taught yourself to circular breathe? That's pretty impressive. Well done. Okay, Milo.
Very good, very good.
Eight. Well done. Melinda.
I gave you a 9, and I thought, imagine how much better you would do if you used your parents' hot air.
No more sucking up now, is there? And Blue.
Really quite obscure. I would never have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself. Yet I'm glad that we're drilling some original culture into the young man.
Score of 20. Well done. Thanks a lot. Okay, now our next contestants, you may have seen them in a recent, well, it's not very recent, actually, it's an old movie. What's it called? That's it, The Sound of Music, thank you. So this is out of the movie, The Von Everett Singers. Lucky this is a 2-hour show.
How many kids did they have? We're down to 1. Never mind, we'll go on anyway. Hang on. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, bright copper kettles and warm wool mittens. They're over there. Tote-minded packages tied up with string. These are a few of our favourite things. Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes. Snowflakes that fall on my O's and eyelashes. What's next? Silver-eyed winters that melt into spring. These are a few of my favourite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, Ooh, when I'm feeling sad, I simply remember my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad. Raindrops on roses and whiskers on kittens, brushes and warm woolen mittens, that's tied up with string. These are a few of my favourite things. What's next? Girls in white dresses with blue satin sashes, snowflakes that fall on my nose and eyelashes. Spring, there's something about winter and spring. These are a few of my favourite things. When the dog bites, when the bee stings, when I'm feeling sad, simply remember my favourite things, and then I don't feel so bad.
The Von Everett family. Everybody out here, come on. I think we should have the whole family out here. You coming out? We all should be here for them.
Daryl.
Yes.
You know those hills that were alive?
Yep.
I think they just died.
I'm sure they'll live again. Milo.
Thank you, unbelievable human light.
Oh, thank you, Milo. Thank you.
8. Melinda.
All I can say is, Mark, what a courageous spirit.
18 now. Blue.
Though out of character, I am reminded of my favourite thing.
Score of 26, making the Von Everett family the winners for tonight. Congratulations. You get an all-expense trip paid to Tasmania.
Is this where we run away to? Yep, run away to the hills.
Yep, run away to the. Off you go into the hills.
Yes. Okay, thank you. We're clean up our own mess.
Well, don't worry about it, just leave it. So that brings us to the end of our first show tonight. And although it's rather conventional, and I know it was used on another show, I've always kind of liked it, and I'd like to end the show with a group sing-along. So
Hey, Daryl.
Yes, Sozzy.
Can the lieutenant come and sit over here for this song?
Would the lieutenant like to sit over there?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Ozzy. Don't worry.
He hasn't got hands.
So, anyway, if we could all just sing along this song, it would make me feel good anyway, and it reminds me of my favourite TV show before I had my own. So let's sing this song. Close your eyes and I'll miss you. Tomorrow I'll miss you. Remember, I'll always be true. So then while I'm away, I'll ride home every day, and I'll send all my loving to you. Good night, Australia.
Good night, Milo.